I said, bro, that's her. He goes around and he says, bro, it's her, and she's with a friend. It's literally outside of my home, waiting outside of my home with a friend for either me or the girl to pop up. If the girl shows up right now, there's about to be a fight. If I show up right now, I'm about to get slaughtered. So I tell him, I'm like, bro, go upstairs right now. Go check for my phone, go check for my iPad. When he finally gets upstairs, we're on FaceTime the entire time. He says, oh my God. Yeah! Big story time going down right now for the boys. I don't know how to feel right now. I know y'all are excited as this is my first story time in literally probably like 2 years. And I'm just super excited. I'm not excited about the title and everything that went down. This is crazy. And my life is really like a movie, but I am excited to finally be on YouTube creating, doing things that I love and have fun doing. And story times have always been one of my favorite. Like at this point in my career, I done told y'all just about every single story that I have, but there's a lot of shit that goes on behind the scenes that you guys don't get to see. And usually I refrain from telling stories like this, but I really want y'all to get in my life so y'all can understand why things happen the way they happen, why my brain functions the way that it functions. I know there's a lot of girls looking at this title and this video right now like, this boy Fredo crazy, this boy Fredo this boy. Just take a second to watch the video so you can understand me, understand my life. And then at the end, you know, write your little comment in the comment section. But that's how some fun. I got the good Casamigos, no sponsor. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take a little shot because you know what I'm talking about. We got to make sure the video right. So hey, if you're 21 and up, go ahead and pull up with me right quick. Ooh, the Casamigos. I'm gonna be drunk in the story time, y'all. Let's go. At the start of this year, I told myself, any girl that I get with, I absolutely just want to take serious. Done being a dog, I want to get back to the times where Prettyboyfredo wasn't known as this womanizer, this cheater, someone that dogs females, disrespect females. Me and Krys, we have known each other since the new year. We had known each other for about like 7 months. I loved everything about this girl. When I tell y'all, like the day that I met this girl, I was like, this is a boss. Energy was on fire, naturally beautiful, just all around. Like if I had to shape the perfect female for Fredo as far as like exterior and interior goes, if that's even a thing, like the inside goes, she would match that portfolio perfectly. Honestly, I felt like this was the perfect girl for me. She enjoyed the things that I love doing, social media, YouTube. I decided to commit to Crystal and I told her, look, no matter what, I'm here for you, I'm down for you, I'm gonna be loyal to you, I'm gonna give you everything you need so that you can feel secure with me. Everybody and a mama could tell you that a different Fredo came to life. I really feel like there's a couple different Fredos around. You can either get Playboy Fredo, you can get Pretty Boy Fredo, you can get I want to be engaged and married Fredo, you can get I just want to you on the weekend. Like, she got the very best Fredo. I wasn't fucking up at all. Although the relationship was beautiful, let's talk about my life outside of the relationship. Everything just started to crumble. When I decided to commit to Krys, that caused some problems with me and Jasmine. Now me and Jasmine having problems. Now I'm not seeing Ava. I'm not seeing my friends. I'm not being as consistent on YouTube. I felt like the relationship was beautiful, but I put so much into this relationship, everything outside of it just started to crumble. Family changing on me. My mom and my dad, they feel like I'm going crazy. I'm in this new love and this new world that I just kind of forgot about my old world. Didn't forget about all those things, but those other things did kind of get lost in the sauce for me. And that caused some problems for the relationships because it's like looking at a beautiful city. I'm looking at this beautiful city, right? I turn my back, everything else is on fire. It's like, how do you manage, how do you keep walking straight when you know everything is literally burning behind you? If I had to explain that relationship, that's basically what it was. Though she got the best version of me, she also saw the worst of me. Because everything was burning behind me, I probably went in my lowest depression I ever felt in my entire life. This new happiness, I found this new love. I had committed myself. I'm being a better person. I'm being a better Fredo for the first time in a long time. I committed to being a better Fredo, but everything else is just burning. I had to lay the foundation for y'all so y'all can understand. Now this is where it's finna get juicy. Let me take a little shot. It's about to get crazy, y'all. Here we go. A girl that I used to with, her like cousin is like, it's like a little brother to me. I hold relationships to people like very close. Like when someone builds a relationship with me, I don't want to abandon it. Regardless if I'm in a relationship or not, I don't feel like I should just abandon the people that I used to with just because they're associated with a girl that I used to with. He reached out to me, I was talking to him, I was asking him how the family's doing, blah, 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 this and that, you know, casual conversation, which ultimately led to me texting a girl that I used to with and asking her how her family was doing and how her son was doing. Now, y'all know that Krys has the passwords to my phone. I left the message there, all right? I left it in my phone because morally, I felt like I wasn't doing anything wrong. Regardless if it was somebody that I had in the past, I had built a very good relationship and foundation with the family. I just felt super fucked up that, all right, now I got this new girlfriend, I'm just kicking everybody to the side. It just kind of made me feel like shit, and it kind of made me think like, what do they think about me? They probably think I used them, you know? I ended up reaching out, I didn't get a response, and that was that, and I just left the message there. I was out filming that day, I come home, you know, I'm chilling. I ended up falling asleep early because I was extremely tired. All of a sudden, I just wake up though, just getting popped. I wake up and I'm like, God, hold on, man, what the f is going on? I literally got woke up like getting smacked in my damn face. I had no clue what the f was going on. It was Krys smacking me. Now I'm like, hold on, yo, what the f is going on? Why do you feel the need to attack me right now? Immediately down my throat. Who the f is this? Why are you texting this girl? That's literally all I heard. Like, if like I was half asleep, I'm like, yo, what's going on? And she tells me, she's like, look, you've been texting this girl, asking her how her family's doing, how her son's doing. What the f is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And the whole time, like, I'm like, bitch, I am just trying to get some goddamn sleep. What the f is you talking about? I'm like, look, give me the phone, let me see what you was talking about. So I grab the phone and I look at the phone and I see the message and I'm like, hold on, bro. I'm like, you mad at this? And I told her exactly what it was. I'm like, look, I texted this girl early because I had a conversation with her cousin and I wanted to reach out to see how her mom and her son was doing. And without any hesitation, this is Krys. I don't give a f who she is, what you are. You don't reach out to no girl you used to f with, blah, 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 blah. Oh! I'm like, whoa, hold on there, soldier, slow down a little bit. Like, I understood why she was that upset, but to me, it didn't seem like I did anything wrong. I left the text message there for her to see. Like, it's not like I deleted it. The shit was right there for her to see. I didn't even get a response. Goes on for a little bit more. She starts crying. She's going crazy. She's screaming at me. And I'm honestly just in the bed, just laying down like, what? Huh? Like, you mad about this? Like, at that time, I didn't really see any problem with it. I didn't see a problem with me texting another female because it wasn't even like that. She finally gets to the point where she's just like, f this shit. You are lame as hell. You know, she's cursing me out and she's like, I'm done. She walks out of the bedroom, closed the door. At this point, I'm not really worried about it because I'm like half asleep anyway. I'm like, yo, I just want to go to sleep. So I ended up going to sleep. The next day comes and I wake up, you know, it's a brand new day. I'm ready to face what the f happened last night because last night I was not having it, but today I had time, I had energy. So I wake up, I'm looking around and I'm trying to find Krys and there's no Krys. It's picked up and left. I checked my phone, I don't have any text messages, nothing. So I'm honestly thinking like, shit is over with. Like, she picked up, she left. It's over, she's done. I ended up talking to Malik on the phone. I called Malik, you know. At this time, I was looking for a new car because I wanted to buy a new car. And I had told Krys like probably a week ago that I'm gonna go to Orlando and get a new Lamborghini. But I didn't know what day I was gonna go. That day just happened to be the day that when I talked to Malik, Malik was like, yeah, bro, come to Orlando. I was like, it. I'm about to buy a flight and just come. I didn't talk to Krys at all. I had no text messages in my phone. I had just woke up. Malik told me to come to Orlando. Darian's about to come with me. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to Orlando. I'ma just go buy me a new car, come back to New York, and that be what it is. Now, as I'm on the plane and I'm about to land, I get a text message from Krys, and she's like, where you at? And I told her I'm on a flight. I'm going to Orlando to buy a car. I'm here. Now, she is going crazy. I knew she would. I just happened to leave the day that we had a fight. Like, I wasn't thinking too much into it. I just wanted to get done. I don't like spending my day doing nothing or worrying about shit. Like, you picked up and you left and you was mad about this shit. I'm about to go be productive. I'm finna go get me a new car. So now I'm in Orlando and I'm car shopping because I'm looking for a new car. Malik's looking for a new car. And the whole time I'm at the car dealerships, I'm literally like this. I am on FaceTime the entire time with Krys. The entire time. Like, she did not trust me to be in Orlando at all. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, since I had committed to being in a relationship, I ain't even had no anyway. So I didn't even realize or understand why she didn't trust me, but she just didn't trust me at all. She was on my ass the entire time. I'm trying to talk numbers with the people. I'm trying to talk to Malik. I'm trying to be with my friends. And I'm literally on FaceTime the whole time like a jackass just to make her happy. Like, I understood, like, she was upset. I just picked up and left. It looked like I just picked up and left that, but that's not what it was. I just wanted to be productive and I wanted to get done that I was looking to get done for a long time now. So now I'm in Orlando and I actually spent more time in Orlando than I wanted to, because when you get a car, it takes some time. It's just a long process. When I had got to Orlando, it was already kind of late. The banks had closed, like all of this happened, so everything leaked into with this car selling to the next day. So I had to stay the night. And Krys was on my ass the entire time. You know, as a girlfriend should. There was no problem. I had no problem with that. She telling me, let me FaceTime, let me show my call log of my phone, show her my text messages. I'm showing her everything. Like, I had no problem doing none of that, but it was just a lot. And it just felt like a lot. And it felt like I was cheating when I wasn't even doing. I didn't even have no to cheat on you with. You didn't understand that. Like, literally, I had none. Like, I had no access to cheat. Like, I had dropped all of my, I had none anyway. Every single move I did was being interrogated, and then it had nothing to do with that exact day, but it had to do with the overall of the relationship. Like, every single little thing that I did was interrogated. Every single move that I made was questioned, and I had no problem with doing that, but it gets to a certain point, it's like, God damn, can a nigga just travel? Can a nigga just go somewhere without being accused? Like, I'm giving you my all, and I promise you, I've given you my all. I love you. I want to marry you. I want to have kids with you. I want the world with you. Why can't you just believe that? And I wanted her soulfully to believe that. But with all the interrogating and all the questioning, bro, it just brought me to the point of just not giving a f. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I ended up reaching out to a girl that I used to with. Not the same girl, but a different girl. Because I had saw, like, her Instagram was private. It just seemed like I could just tell, like, her energy was off and I ended up reaching out to her, which I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have done it at all. That's exactly where I f***ed up. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all the difference of me reaching out in that moment versus me reaching out in the other moment was two different things. The other moment, I was genuinely trying to see how the family was. In this moment, it was definitely opening a door that should have remained closed. I am here to say that I was wrong. I reached out to her to see how she was doing, not how her family was doing, but see how she was doing. We ended up talking. Long story short, she ended up coming to Orlando. Now, I know, I shouldn't have done that. And I'm not gonna put the fault on anybody but myself. I chose that, you know? Like, I already felt like I could do everything that I could do for this girl to make her feel like she was secure. I felt like I was giving her the world, and with all the interrogating and all the everything just crashing in my life, like, I don't know, man. I just got to the point where it's just like, man, f this shit, bro. F this shit. And I don't even know why I get to the point where I just want to sabotage because it was so good between me and Krys. It was beautiful. It was amazing. It was beautiful, bro. And I just got to the point where I was just like, man, I just said, fuck this shit, bro. Fuck this shit. I just want to do whatever the fuck I want to do and not be questioned and not be worrying and not this. So I just said, when she came to Orlando, I started to ignore Krys. That's when I put Krys on the back burner. That's when I mentally made up my mind that this relationship is done. Now, at that point, I hadn't done anything at all. Like, I hadn't talked to a bitch. I didn't even think about with a bitch because I loved Krys so much. I wanted to give her so much, and I tried my hardest, bro. I felt like every single day I was just trying to be better. I was trying to be a better Fredo. I was trying to make better decisions. I was trying to prove to her and show her that I loved her and that I wanted to be with her and that I would do anything for her. Everything going on with my life behind the scenes. And then now my girl, it was just much, bro. And it was just so much depression, so much pressure to be perfect. Like, nobody hadn't seen that Fredo in such a long time, man. It was just a lot, man. And I just gave up, bro. I honestly just gave up. My mindset, I just gave up, bro. I wanted to stop feeling that, man. And that's where I fuck up, bro. And that's where I fuck up with relationships. Like, I could be the best boyfriend that you can possibly have, but I have a problem with not ending relationships the right way. I can admit that today. I can say that I do have that problem. I have that problem of not cutting off things when I feel like I need to cut them off. In that moment, I should have texted Krys. I should have told her, like, look, this is too much. I need a break. You know, I need some time away. I need some space. We need to get away. We need some space. We need to reset. We need to reevaluate this relationship. Instead of reaching out to Krys and letting her know how I really felt, I chose to do different things. And that's where I treat these girls like queens, but I just don't know how to end it. Texting me, she blowing up my phone. I'm just not responding at all. Like, I'm just not responding at all. I knew I fucked up. Like, what is there to say? I knew I fucked up, and that was that. A few days later, I ended up flying back to New York, and I actually decided to bring the girl that I was with, I decided to bring her with me. Like, at this point, the relationship with me and Krys is over with. We ain't had that conversation, but I'm already thinking, like, I already fucked up. I'm not finna go back to Krys. I did not have that planned in my mind. I didn't think like, oh, I fucked up already, so now I'm finna get back with this bitch and act like it's normal. No, I didn't even have that in my idea. I said, you know what? I'm with this girl. I made this decision. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm gonna live with this decision. So I brought the girl with me. Random day in New York, like just random. I don't know. I think this is like a day or two, like after. Y'all know I go on like long bike rides. I go on like 20-mile bike rides because I love to bike ride. That's like my favorite way to exercise. I ended up leaving my house going one way, and I was with the girl, and she ended up leaving my house going a different way. Let me take a shot, cause it's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy. I'm on my bike ride. It's a normal, beautiful, sunny day in New York City. All of a sudden, I get a phone call from my phone, and it is my doorman. Now, in New York City, in my building, in order to even get up to my like room, you have to get authorized from my doorman. Can't anybody just walk in my building, one. Can't anybody just go up to my condo. Like, no one can do that. Like, you have to have authorization. I get a phone call from my doorman, and he's saying, Krys is here. But when I tell y'all, I almost shitted on these goddamn bike because I had just left. Like, when I tell y'all I had just left the house, like probably 10 to 15 minutes prior, I had just left the house. I hadn't talked to Krys at all. Like, literally at all. I admittedly, hold on, nigga, what? He said, Krys is here. Now, the doorman be knowing what's up, bro. He'll see me and Darian walk in with black eye. You know, if I'm in a relationship, he'll see one girl all the time. This specific day, he just saw me walk out with a girl like 15 minutes prior. Now, 15 minutes later, Krys is at the house. So I said, can you tell her that I'm not home? Now, remember, unless I authorize her to go up to my condo, she cannot go up. It's a private elevator that leads directly to my condo. Just let her know that I'm not home. I didn't say that she couldn't go up. I just said, let her know that I'm not home. So he said, okay, hung up. I just hung up and I was just thinking like, what the f is going on? This is about to get crazy. Krys is at my house right now. I'm on a bike ride. This other girl that I'm with in New York City is probably right around the block. Some reason why I just was like, well, I didn't let her up. There's no way that she can know that a girl is here. She didn't go up to my place. I didn't give her authority to go up to my place. So there's no way she's gonna find out. I'm gonna just go about my bike ride. I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna go about my day. I go on this motherfucking bike ride. I'm biking, and then all of a sudden I get a call. It's Krys. Now Krys is calling my phone. About like 2 minutes later, Krys calls my phone. I answer the phone and I said, hello. And Krys says, where you at? Mind you, I hadn't talked to Krys in like a little bit. I didn't tell her I was back in New York. She probably think I'm in Orlando. And I told her straight up. I said, I'm on a bike ride right now. And she said to me, why you ain't letting me know that you was back in New York? And I was just like, I just tried to make up some excuse. I'm just like, well, I just wanted to come to New York, kind of clear my mind, but I'm back here. What's up? She immediately gets straight to the point. She said, you got this bitch at the house, don't you? Hold on. What? I'm just trying to think like, hold on. How the f does she know this? There's no way she know this because I ain't post nothing on Instagram at this point. There's no possible way that she could know this. I said to her, I said, hold on. I just immediately went into lie mode. Y'all know how niggas are. I'm keeping it real with y'all. I'm gonna just be honest. I just immediately went into lie mode. I said, hold on, man, what the f you talking about? Hold on. She just hung up. Boop. That's it. Hung up. Now, I am about like 9 miles away from the house. I'm getting phone calls from the front desk. I'm getting phone calls from Krys. Shit is getting hectic. No way she really knows what's going on. I'm just gonna go about my bike ride. I'm just go about my day. So I just continue to bike ride like everything is fine. About 10 minutes go by. I'm like, wait, hold on. The reason why she asked me that question, like I had to kind of get to the bottom of this. So I'm like, all right. I'm just gonna call my doorman and I'm just gonna verify that he did not let her up because I didn't give him the authority to let her up. I called the doorman, I'm like, bro, Krys just called me. You didn't let her up, did you? And he's like, well, I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm like, hold on, bro. She is not upstairs right now, is she? He was like, yeah, I let her upstairs. Upstairs. I literally told him 15 minutes ago that I'm not home. Why the f would you let her upstairs? Why would you do that, bro? My other phone is at home. My iPad is at home. I said, bro, get upstairs right now. Go. He's like, all right, bye. He hangs up. She's gonna see everything. She has the passwords to my phone. She has the password to my iPad. She's gonna see the luggage. Like, this probably going crazy in my crib right now. Like, the only thing I'm thinking is I am screwed. A good like 15 minutes go by, and the entire time those 15 minutes go by, I'm spamming the phone. I'm calling my building over and over again, and I'm not getting any answer. 20 minutes go by. Finally, I call him and he answers the phone. I'm like, yo, is everything all right? Like, did you get my phone? Did you get my iPad? Is everything good? And he's like, everything's all right. It's cool. I'm like, bro, you sure, bro? He's like, yeah, bro, she laughing. Everything is cool. Everything is all right. And I'm just thinking to myself, ain't no way, nigga. Ain't no way she went in that goddamn crib, went through my phone, seen luggage on the floor, and everything is cool. I'm like, bro, are you sure everything is cool? Like, yeah, bro. She left the crib. Everything is fine. She literally left. She didn't have your phone. She didn't have your iPad. Everything is A-okay. Myself, this motherfucker is out his goddamn mind because I know Krys and I know that everything is not okay. But I'm like, okay, cool. So I just hung up. Boop. I just felt like I needed to call someone else. Mind you guys, I'm like 10 miles away from my home. I'm not near my home. I am on a bicycle. There's no way I can get to my home very quickly. It's gonna take me like a good 40 minutes to get to my crib at this point. Like, I'm far away. So I'm like, yo, I gotta call somebody. At this time, Darian wasn't in New York. Usually Darian will stay at my place. At this exact moment, he was in Florida visiting his daughter. So I gave him a call. I'm like, bro, listen to me. Krys just pulled up to my house. I got another girl here, blah, blah, blah. It's going down. He tells me, he's like, bro, I'm actually pulling up to the crib right now. And I'm like, hold on, what? I was like, bro, I thought you were supposed to be in Florida. I literally just landed. Like, I'm literally pulling up to the crib right now. So I'm telling Darian, I'm like, bro, yo, do me a favor. Can you look outside and see if you see a silver car? And he looks around and he's like, nah, I don't see nothing. I see this dark gray model car, like literally right in front of our place. I said, bro, that's her. He goes around and he says, bro, it's her. And she's with a friend. It's literally outside of my home, waiting outside of my home with a friend for either me or the girl to pop up. If the girl shows up right now, there's about to be a fight. If I show up right now, I'm about to get slaughtered. So I tell him, I'm like, bro. I explained the situation to him. I'm like, look, go upstairs right now. Go check for my phone. Go check for my iPad. Goes upstairs. When he finally gets upstairs, we're on FaceTime the entire time. He says, oh my God, everything is destroyed. Ketchup, milk, literally everywhere. Clothes everywhere. Carpet destroyed. Couch destroyed. TV destroyed. Everything is done. This girl went into the house, poured ketchup, milk on everything, threw my clothes everywhere, destroyed. Talking thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Balenciaga, Gucci, Dior, destroyed. Brand new SBs, got boots, you got everything destroyed. And I'm just looking at the FaceTime like, oh my God. Now, this has never happened to me. I never had some go into my house, destroy. I never had a like destroy tires, none of that. And I'm like, Darian, yo, what about your room? Go check your room. Did she f up your shit? Untouched. It's untouched. Destroy all the girls' luggage. She literally flushed her makeup in the toilet, destroyed all of her shit. Now all of her shit is destroyed. So now at this point, I'm thinking about the other girl, because now I got Krys and a friend outside of my house. I already know what the f goes down. If she sees the other girl, this is about to be World War V, nigga. Oh, I'm calling the other girl that I was with, and it's now in New York somewhere. I don't know where she's at. I'm calling her, and now I'm not getting an answer. I'm not getting an answer at all. I happened to go on my phone and I look at my phone and I went to the text message thread because I'm like, yo, I gotta text this girl, let her know what's going on. Don't go to the house. I look at my text messages and I see text messages from me to her saying, pull up to the house right now. I'm about to beat your ass. If you have two phones, your iCloud connects to like the same. So when you text someone, it'll come from one text message thread, but you can be texting from two different phones. Krys had my phone and she was texting the other girl. I guess she was calling her, she was FaceTiming her, telling her to pull up to the crib because she's about to beat her ass. Oh my God. Oh my God. So now at this point, I'm thinking, all right, it's over. All of this is over. This got my phone. She's texting the other girl. The other girl, I don't know what's going on with her. That is up. My home is destroyed. I'm just in. The bad decision that I decided to make to be with this girl, it all caught up with me. That was it. This was the consequences of my action. It has finally caught up to me. Finally, my phone rings and it's the girl. We talk on the phone, had a little conversation. I told her what's going on. I'm like, yo, We just need to like disperse this situation. I need to handle this situation head on. So what I did, I decided to take her to the airport, get her out of this situation. I had my private driver like literally come pick me up on my route, put my bicycle in the car, go pick her up, take her to the airport. We gotta disperse this situation, and I gotta handle this on my own. I'm getting call after call now. Private phone calls. I got Krys calling me, and I wasn't answering at first, but I finally answered. She's like, yo, pull up right now, we need to talk. I finally get to the crib. Now I got Darian outside of my crib. I got Krys's friend, and then I have another friend. I actually called another friend to come because we were supposed to work that day, and it just happened to match up with the same time, and everyone was there. So now it's me, Darian, Gio, Krys, and her friend all in front of my house. When I'm walking towards Krys, I am walking into hell. I am walking to the fiery pits of hell. I knew exactly what I was walking into, and I was ready to face it. I was like, at this point, she already destroyed my home. She already knew what the fuck I was doing. It was time for me to face my consequences, and I was ready. I walked straight into it. The friend, she had some friend that's like this girl, very ratchet to say the least, extremely ratchet. This Krys didn't even say not one word to me. I got this other girl just jumping on me. How the f you did this? Da 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 da. You a weak ass nigga. You a sorry ass nigga. You a lame ass nigga. I don't care if you have money. You don't treat my friend like this. Blah blah blah. Da da da. And I'm letting her talk. I'm letting her talk because at the end of the day, I was wrong. Everything that I did, all the actions that I made led up to that. I was taking everything that she was saying. She just jumping down my throat the entire time. Krys is on the side. She's just looking sad, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at this girl and I'm like, man, I f***ed up, bro. In my head the entire time, I'm just thinking, I f***ed up. This is a beautiful girl. She stood by me when I felt like I ain't had shit. At one of the deepest, darkest moments of my life, and then I go off and I do this. What the f*** is wrong with me? Why the f*** am I doing this? Why the f*** am I hurting this girl? Why am I doing this? The entire time, the girl is just yapping out of her mouth. I'm just looking at Krys and I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself that I let her down. I'm disappointed in myself that I would even do that, bruh. Because I love that girl so much, bro. I loved her so much, and I don't even know why the f I sabotaged this shit, bro. I don't even know why the f I chose to do that, bruh. I'm just looking at it, and I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed in myself because I knew that I was better than that. I knew like what I was doing and what I was building for, and what I was building with Krys was better than that. But I went, and my stupid ass, I went out and cheated. I just gave it all up. Just looking at me, just lost for words. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, that's one of the hurtful moments ever. Knowing that I disappointed her. Knowing that I did what I said I wouldn't do. Knowing that I did what she told me she didn't want me to do. To break things off before we get to that point. But I was too coward enough to even do that, bruh. I was way too coward enough, and I chose the wrong path. That's honestly what it was. I just chose the wrong path. And all of a sudden, a car pulls up. Car just randomly pulled up. And I look to my right, and I see it's Krys's mom. Oh my f***ing God. Now, when I tell y'all, I was ready to like cooperate and be okay and like take and like really take it and like face the consequences. But when her mama hopped out that car, I felt like now this was 3 against 1. Now her mom finna hop down my throat, her friend finna hop down my throat, and then Krys finna hop down my throat. I'm like, you know what? The moment I saw her mama, I said, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm walking away. I immediately start to walk away, and they're walking with me. Her mom's yelling at me. And then I just got to the point where now I'm yelling. So now I'm yelling at her mom. I'm yelling at Krys. We in the middle of New York City at the front of my building. I live in a very prestige building. Like, you don't really see niggas outside just yelling at. Like, I'm in front of the building. I'm yelling at them. They yelling at me, and I'm just, bro, it's just chaotic at this point. I'm gone. I'm leaving. So I said, you know what, y'all, this relationship, everything, I'm going inside. So I went inside. So I walked inside, the guys came with me, and as soon as I walked inside, I looked at this crib one time. I smelled that smell of that ketchup. I looked at all of my clothes destroyed. I said, hell no, I'm going right back downstairs. So I went right back downstairs. Went back downstairs, and to top it all off, her car was broken down. Her car was broken down right in front of my place, bro. Right in front of my place. So even if they wanted to leave when I had left, they couldn't leave because her car was broken down. So now I'm mad because I just walked in the crib and I just seen everything destroyed. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm yelling at them. I'm yelling at Krys. I'm yelling at her mama. We got people in the middle trying to break it up. We got people on the side looking, staring, trying to break it up, bro. It's just chaos. It's out of control. It's bad. Now at that point, I knew I was wrong. I knew all the bad that I did, but I kind of felt like she was just looking at me in such disgust, like I just treated her horribly the whole relationship. Like, that's what I was mad about. I was like, damn, bruh, you acting like I on you for like 5 months. Like, a nigga went off and I did one thing wrong, and it's true what they say. You can do one thing wrong and they can forget about everything good that you did. Because I treated that like an angel. I treated her really good, but because I did not close off things the way that I was supposed to do, and because I went off and did what I did, everything that I did was washed. All the good that I did, taking care of her, making sure that she was always good, being loyal to her, being good to her family. I built a bond with her family. I built a bond with her little sister. Her little sister, I got so much love for that girl, bruh. The time I wasn't with my daughter, the entire time I wasn't with my family and friends, I put all of that love into that little girl. I put all of my love into Krys. I gave her my all, but because I didn't end things the way that I should have ended things, it just scratched everything. Now I'm the bad guy. Now I'm this horrible person. You cheated, you this, you that, you this, you that, and I understood it. But it was like, damn, Krys, like, you knew the energy, you knew the time, you knew the love that I really put into the relationship. And it sucks that I ain't know how to communicate how I really felt at that time, like all the pressures that I was going through, the depression that I was going through, the time that I was spending away from my daughter. Like, it was just so much. It was so heavy on my chest. I was dealing with so much that I felt like the only thing I knew how to do is just sabotage the one good thing in my life. The one good thing that was going right for me, I sabotaged it. I f***ed it up, man. And I don't even, bro, and even to this day, bro, I don't even know why. I really don't. I really can't understand why. But because I did that one thing wrong, now I got telling me, oh, you treated her like shit. Oh, you cheated on, like, you just another nigga that cheat. But you don't even understand what really went into it, what really went down, how I really got to that point. I'm not blaming Krys for shit. I'm not saying that, you know, because of her insecurities or because of, nah, because at the end of the day, I made the decision to go off and do what I did. She deserved better than that, you know what I'm saying? She deserved to know. She deserved to be communicated with, and I didn't give her that. I didn't give her that opportunity. So I understand why the girls are mad, but I don't want nobody to think that I'm this facetious, evil person that's just doing shit just to do it, just because I want to be a dog. That's not even the case. I had real love. I gave my real time. I gave my real energy to this girl. I just f***ed up. And that was that. That was pretty much it. And me and Krys, we hadn't talked at all up until like this Instagram live we did. I had went on live and I was talking about, the relationship. She ended up joining and we ended up having some closure over live. But in reality, man, everything shouldn't have went down the way that it went down. And I'm here to tell y'all boys and I'm here to tell y'all girls, it's not cool to, drag people along or not be open with your partner or to more importantly, give up on your partner just because you just feel like giving up. I ultimately gave up on Krys. that's what I did, because before that we was perfect. Everything was good, regardless if we was fighting before or we might have had problems here and there. You know, at the end of the day, I gave up on her. I gave up on the relationship. I gave up on the commitment that we created. Now I'm here to tell y'all that I still love that girl. I still got so much love for that girl. You know, do I think we will ever be back together? Like when I made the decision to step out and do something else, I made the decision not to be with her no more, because once you hurt a girl, you can't expect them to come back to you. You can't expect them to take that pain and just bounce back. So I don't want to say it makes me a bad person, because like I did genuinely care for her. I did genuinely love her. I genuinely loved the family. I genuinely loved the relationship. I just made a stupid decision. I made a bad decision. I didn't treat her horrible the entire relationship. I was just f***ed up for not ending things the way that I should have ended. And I encourage anybody that's watching this, if you're in a similar type of situation and you feeling some type of way, communicate with your partner, talk to your partner, because if you tell them and you communicate with them, maybe you can save the relationship before you go off and do something stupid to hurt somebody, or they go off to hurt you. Give them that opportunity to walk away or deal with things before you make the irrational decision to go off and cheat. This story time got deep as holy. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I just wanted to tell you guys the truth on everything that was going on in my life, you know. Now, since me and Krys has broken up, I finally got the chance to, you know, see Ava. I feel like things with my YouTube career is picking back up, which is all very weird, but nonetheless, I enjoyed my time with her. I loved her. I appreciate her. And I had no bad vibes towards her. I also want to give a huge happy birthday to Abby. Her 5th birthday was recent and I didn't get that opportunity to do that. So I do want to say happy birthday to Abby. That is her little sister, if you don't know. If you guys enjoyed it, I hope I can bring more crazy story times in the future. Just let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. You know, I was totally brutally honest in this story time. Y'all in the comment section, tell me where I went wrong. Tell me what y'all think about this conversation. Tell me what you thought about the relationship. Tell me what y'all thought about how I was being and how I could have went about it a different way. I'm gonna be in the comment section. I'm gonna read everything. I love you guys. More videos tomorrow. Like, I'm dropping every single day. Let's keep going, y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video.
Just wanna fuck me, get your ass in. Dolce ain't gonna burn out all that fashion. If a nigga try me up, you know we blast in. Yeah. Walk in, start taxing. Damn, I hope them niggas bro no gas in. Damn, I hope them niggas ain't with no cap in.